Hello everyone, welcome to another podcast episode. My name is Esther, I am the Star Crochet, and I make and sell crochet gifts for everyone. On this episode, I talk about things like what I have been up to, any finished objects, works in progresses, and yarn haul. I did it again. So let's start with what I have been up to. I have been working on a lot of projects, a lot of different items, and this is a first for me to have multiple works in progresses, and you'll see that whenever I get to that section. But otherwise, I have been doing good. I have been crocheting a lot. I have an order I was commissioned for. And so let's move into the works in progresses. So I'm doing this first so I don't forget of the order I have right now. So it's a custom order, and I usually don't do those often because I don't want there to be a high demand of custom orders. That's not what I originally intended for when I wanted to have this business. But I will show you guys. It is going to be a baby blanket, and this is one of like 5 or 6 or 7 works in progresses. But anyway, I had to stop everything I was doing so I can continue this order, and I received this order about a couple days ago. And this is a waffle stitch baby blanket on a 4-weight worsted weight yarn, and the yarn that I am using is the I Love This yarn, and the colorway is Sea Blue. And then this yarn as well, another I Love This yarn, skein, and the color of this is called Orchid. And with the order, the person suggested that I have a light blue and a light purple, so this is what I chose. And so for this blanket right here, I just did 100 chains, and then I went forward with the waffle stitch. And this may or may not have a border once I'm complete with it, I'm not sure. But that is it for this work in progress. And so let's continue with the remainder of the works in progresses. I'll start with this. I have 3 ducks, yellow ducks with no eyes. I was working on this duck project whenever I received the order of the baby blanket, so I had to stop what I was doing with what I was making, and that was more of the duckies. And so these guys have no eyes yet, but they're complete. But I still consider them a work in progress because they need eyes. And then I have 3 more duckies and the color teal with no eyes as well. And I was just wanting to get the bodies done of all of the duckies before I start with the mass assembly of the eyes. So I have these 3 teal ducks, no eyes. And then the last work in progress I'm still not considering the knitting project a work in progress yet because I'm still not really knitting right now. I'm more crocheting because I'm preparing for the possible markets that I might be accepted to. The last work in progress is going to be a giant bunny, and I'm using is called Cozy Occasion by Yarn Bee from Hobby Lobby. And this is what the yarn looks like, by the way. It's a super bulky, and so this is considered as part of the yarn haul, I guess. The new yarn. So anyway, I have this torso right here, and I was following the pattern of the small bunny that I have made. So it's going to look like this. And then I have the arms and the legs, so it's all hard to hold up, but it's like this, and then 2 right here, and then the next one right here. And so I have the head, the torso, I have all 4 2 legs, 2 arms, I have them right here. And then I ran out of yarn when I was making this part of the ear. And so when I make the ears of the bunnies, I do the front layer and the back layer, and then I sew them together. So this is just the part of the first layer of the bunny, and I used 2 skeins of this so far to get to this point. So I am just taking it skein by skein because I never really worked with super bulky yarn when it comes to amigurumi or just crochet animals of anything. So I'm doing this 1 skein at a time, and I'm not gonna like go crazy with getting this yarn because I want to ease myself into working with this yarn right here. And so I will go over the specifications in the new yarn section. That is all of the works in progresses. Now it's time for the finished objects. I have a lot of finished objects, but there's one that I wanted to bring back because I finished the eyes on him, but I feel I'm just not going to sell this at the market because it is too flimsy, it's cute, but it's too, like, this happens and then the head is just like that. So I still haven't worked with the eyes yet. Oops. So I'm probably just going to leave this guy as is. After I do the eyes, I'm just not going to sell him at the market because he's just too difficult to work with. So that is not a finished object. Oops. But all of these are, the remainder are finished objects. I have another variegated color dragon right here. And so I used worsted weight with this. I used the I Love This yarn with all of the colors. And whenever I posted this, I think it was either on, it was on TikTok or something, or YouTube. That's what it was, YouTube. It was on here, that whenever I posted a reel of this dragon, someone made the suggestion of having the horns and the wings as an accent color as well, and not just white. And so that's a good suggestion, and thank you for that if you're watching. And so this is the first finished object. The next finished objects are more duckies, but they have eyes. So I have 3 more duckies in the color of white, and this is made with the worsted weight yarn of the I Love This yarn from Hobby Lobby. And you can see them up close. And then I have the dark brown duckies. And then they are also made with worsted weight from the I Love This yarn. And then that is it for all of the finished objects and works in progresses. So then my next category is new yarn. I always do this. Pickle warning. I always do this, but I don't know why. I always forget to do that. So I have new yarn that I purchased from Hobby Lobby because it went on sale again. And then I want to start with this. This is one of, if you see it looks familiar, it's because it is one of the colors of the baby blanket, the orchid. This one is. I originally started with 3 skeins of this and 3 skeins of, is this even it? I don't think so. There we go. 3 skeins of this. And this is for the baby blanket. And then I have this blue right here. I'm going to use this to attempt octopus. I still need to order or purchase the pattern on Etsy, but I will get there. So this is going to be for the octopus, and this colorway is medium blue. And so the specifications of this yarn are that it is 7 ounces, 199 grams, 355 yards, 325 meters. It is 100% acrylic, and it is a 4-weight worsted weight yarn. The recommended crochet hook is an I9 or a 5.5 millimeter. The care instructions to wash are to machine wash on 40 degrees Celsius, machine dry, do not iron, do not bleach, and to dry clean only use with the chemical that starts with an A. So this is yeah, this is that blue. And then I have the remainder of the yarn, except for the super bulky, are the same specifications. So the next yarn I have is this one right here. It is in the colorway turquoise, and I plan on making this for another octopus. I feel that making octopus or octopi that they are going to be a big hit when it comes to the markets once I get there. So I also have this colorway right here, and I don't know what happened with the wrap, with the label, but this is like a teal color, and this is also going to be used for the octopus. And then I have this purple right here. The colorway is called Periwinkle, another octopus. And then I have this green right here. Yet again, it's going to be for another octopus. And the colorway of this is called Dark Olive. And then this gray right here, it is not going to be for an octopus, but it is going to be for an elephant. And so, cat warning, by the way. So anyway, I have, what are you doing? Okay, so I have this colorway. I have this colorway right here. And it is the colorway of Gray Mist. And so this is going to be for the elephant. And I have yet to purchase the pattern as well. But this is what it's for. And then I have something in here. There we go. So I have these. I saw these at Hobby Lobby, and these are safety eyes. And I want to give them a shot when it comes to making future dragons, future, for the octopus, for the elephants. And so yeah, I want to give these a shot. And I like the way that these look. I have never worked with these before, so we'll see how that goes. And then the final skein of yarn for the yarn haul, or the new yarn, is this Yarn Bee Cozy Occasion in soft pink. And then it is 5.5 ounces, 156 grams, 101 yards. It is 92 meters. It is 100% polyester. It is, let's see, you can use, step it. It is, let's see, you can use a size crochet hook 11 or an 8 millimeter. And that's the recommended crochet hook size. And then you can machine wash it at 30 degrees Celsius. Do not use in the dryer, do not iron, do not bleach, and do not dry clean. And that is all for today's podcast episode. If you have made it this far in the video, please subscribe to my channel, ring the notification bell so you're always notified of all the videos I make. Give this video a like if you liked it, and check out my social medias such as TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, and X. Also check out my Patreon. It is $3.33 a month per person, and you get exclusive perks like bonus content, yarn haul videos, behind the scenes videos. You get to chat with me and other members, and also you get your name on the end of the screen where the credits are at the end of every YouTube video. The member shout out. Thank you for watching, everyone. Have a wonderful day, and I'll see you guys next time.